I should have asked why the clerk hesitated. It was just after midnight when I checked into a roadside motel in upstate New York. The neon sign outside flickered weakly. The air smelled like damp carpet and rain. I only needed a few hours of sleep. The clerk slid the key across the counter. "Room 6, he said. Then he paused. Some guests feel uncomfortable in that one. He didn't blink. I laughed it off and walked down the narrow hallway. The lights buzzed overhead. Room 6 was at the very end. Inside, everything looked ordinary. Small bed, old TV, beige curtains, cracked bathroom tiles, and in the corner, a tall antique mirror. It didn't belong. Everything else looked cheap and replaceable. The mirror looked heavy, old, like it had history, like it had been placed there on purpose. I locked the door and fell asleep around 1:30. At exactly 2:03 a.m., my eyes opened. No sound, no nightmare, just awareness. The room felt colder. Not air conditioning cold, empty cold. I turned my head, and my stomach dropped. In the mirror, I was standing beside the bed, but I was still lying down. I blinked. The reflection blinked. Then it smiled. Slowly. I wasn't smiling. It tilted its head, studying me, curious, like I didn't belong there. My heart pounded. I reached for the lamp and flipped the switch. Nothing. The only light came from the faint orange glow outside, enough to see the reflection stepping closer to the glass. Its movements weren't perfectly synced anymore. A slight delay. Then it leaned forward and whispered my name. Soft, calm, close. The way someone speaks when they're right behind you. I jumped out of bed and locked myself in the bathroom. The light worked. I stayed there for hours. At some point, I heard breathing. Not loud, just steady, right outside the door. When sunlight finally slipped through the curtains, the sound stopped. I waited before opening the door. The room looked normal. The mirror stood quietly in the corner. Just a mirror, but the bed sheets were indented, as if someone had been standing there, watching me. I packed and went to the front desk. The clerk studied my face. "Sleep okay?" I placed the key down. "You should remove the mirror." His expression shifted. "Sir," he said carefully, "we removed the mirror from room 6 last year." My stomach dropped. I ran back down the hallway. Room 6 was open. The corner was empty. No mirror, just blank wall, but scratched into the paint. "See you tonight." And underneath it, my full legal name, the one I never use. Behind me from the dark hallway, a whisper. "Go back to sleep."